fucking first cut. Golly.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the First Cut podcast. This is your round 3 review of the 2024 Travelers Championship. I was trying to think, review, what's the R word that I'm missing? I missed it last night, Josh. It's recap. It's recap. Your 2024 Travelers round 3 recap. Long day there at the Travelers Championship. 2 hour and 50-minute rain delay, second straight day with the long rain delay. I was telling Josh before this, I thought we were going to get hooked up. I thought we were going to be off by 6 p.m., maybe 6:30 after we do this pod. I thought we were going to have a good Saturday night. I know Josh was getting ready to hit the town. I saw the shirt he was wearing. Nice little button down, Josh. But I digress. So we begin to the actual golf with the man who finished his round very, very early. One, the rapper formerly known as Young Cam, Cameron Young, just a boy from the Bronx, becomes the 13th man in PGA Tour history to card a sub-60 round. And isn't it Cam Young, vintage Cam Young fashion, that this man shoots 59 but does not possess the course record at TPC River Highlands? Another runner-up finish for Cameron Young, not to take away from his accomplishment like some are on the internet. I will get to them. Do not worry. Cam Young, 5 under in his first 4 holes, playing alongside Jordan Spieth, mind you. I think he beat him by 30 today. 5 under, first 4 holes. Doesn't need to take advantage of the par 5-6. He doesn't need it. Doesn't want it. Adds a birdie on number 8. Nearly makes a hole in one. Long distant connection on number 9. That would have cost you extra back in the day. Little international call. Turns in 28. The lowest 9-hole score of his career. Tacks on another on the par 5. Hit a driving iron. Oh my goodness. Absolutely disgusting. Should have put a not safe for work tag on it. Bounces up onto the green on the par 4 15th. An absolute pearl. Gets to 10 under with that one. Tee shot into 16. The par 3 hits it to 7 feet. You're thinking, oh my goodness, this guy might actually break the course record. He might join Mr. Jim Furyk, Mr. 58. Misses the 7-footer, comes back, knocks in a 5-footer on 17, 18. Pulls his drive left in the face of the Thagala bunker, which many are calling it, not me, but many are. Hits his approach, short of the green. Hits a vintage Cam Young chip to 9 feet. And a lot of people out there are probably thinking, Cameron Young's probably not going to make this putt. But you know what? He proves the haters and losers, of which there are many of, wrong. Knocks it in. Lets out a ferocious, I'm joking here, ferocious fist pump. 659. 11 under. TPC River Highlands. And to the people on the internet saying it's not much of an accomplishment. Ball in hand today, preferred lies, shouldn't count. It's a soft golf course, TPC River Highlands. Come on, shooting 59, not even that cool anymore. Take a lap, touch some grass, go outside, play in some traffic, and then get back to me. 13 in the history of the PGA Tour. I don't care what golf course. I don't care what par. I don't care what circumstances. It's a hell of an achievement. And although I'm busting Cam Young right now, he deserves all the praise. He's not going to win this golf tournament. Got himself in the mix. Kudos to him. Just a boy from Brooklyn, just a boy from Sleepy Hollow, guys. Tough upbringing, and to shoot 59 on the PGA Tour in his neck of the woods, which that's a different conversation we might need to have one day. What classifies as his neck of the woods, where we're like, oh, Cameron Young's right down the street. He lived right down the street, 2.5 hours away. What are we doing here? That's got to change on the broadcast. I digress. Okay, as for actual guys who experienced the delay, Josh, just chime in here and tell me when I need to take a break, because I've crossed a lot of names off this spreadsheet so far, this rundown. So just Just let me know. Okay. And there he is, Commander Buzzkill on cue. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Josh is telling me in the chat, our private chat, that I need to take a break. So I will be right back to touch on the top of this leaderboard. No, not like that, guys. The top of this leaderboard right after a quick word.
Well, you need your sports news anywhere?
We've got breaking news to bring you.
Then get your sports anytime you want them. Big trade news overnight to discuss.
Because we know you need sports all the time.
A lot of movement in the rankings this week.
A legend adds to their legacy.
We're bringing you that breaking news right here on HQ.
CBS Sports HQ, anywhere, anytime, all the time.
And we are back. Paul, I know. But the overlords, right? The eye in the sky, they're always looking at us, unfortunately. So got to pay the bills. All right, let's get to the top of the leaderboard. And we will start with the 2022 Travelers Champion, Xander, the Zanman, Schauffele, 6 under, 64. Not a great finish for Xander. Looked like he kind of lost the speed on the greens late, which was quite odd to see, considering how well he has been putting the ball this week. Nearly 3 putts to 17th, knocks in a nice 8-footer there. But bogey on the last to drop him out of the final threesome, to drop him 2 back of our leader. No spoilers, which we will get to. But overall, another great round for Xander Schauffele. He cards, 7 birdies, if I'm counting correctly. I don't have my glasses on. 7 birdies on the day. 5 of those. 5, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Outside of 10 feet. He is rolling the rock like an absolute menace at the moment, gaining over 2 strokes per round. Rick, I thought that was actually Rick Gehman in the chat for a second, Josh. That almost got me. For those of you listening at home, we won't touch on that. But the miss on 18, like Josh just told me, very shocking with how well he was putting. It seemed like he was just pouring everything in. I mean, the putt on the par 5, 13th there, just ran that one in. 14, he finally hit a good approach. Even 15, went long of the green, the short par 4, chipped it up. Not a great pitch for Xander Schauffele for a player of his caliber. Gets 10 to 15, knocks it in. Forget about it. See you later. It hasn't been great from tee to green for Xander Schauffele so far this week. Let me read out some of the rankings for you guys, for the stat geeks out there. 16th tee to green, 16th off the tee, 23rd on approach, 37th around the green, 33rd in terms of driving accuracy as well. But the putter, as they say, the great equalizer. And so far, it is humming for Xander Schauffele. So I'm looking at his tee to green game tomorrow. Will it hold up? Will it excel? Because if it does, you got to think he's in great position. Maybe it's a good thing he's not in that final threesome, right? A little game within the game. He's in that penultimate group, can post a little number, doesn't have to play with people who we will get to, no spoilers. And he's in a great position to pick off his second Travelers and his second win of the season. Someone also trying to pick off his second win of the season. I'm getting better at these transitions, Josh. Sungjae. Yes, who could forget the Woori Financial Group championship winner, Sungjae, a 41-footer on the 18th hole, 2-shot swing with Xander Schauffele. Talk about game within the game. 7 under 63, gets himself within 2, 4 birdies in his last 6 holes as well. A lot of guys just finishing fast today. A lot of guys finishing fast. Pause. But Sungjae, after a pretty mediocre beginning half of his PGA Tour season, battling a little bit of a neck injury, he looks phenomenal. No drop shots today. Everything rolling in the right direction. Hit his last 10 greens in regulation. Couple missed fairways on the back 9. That's fine. But you want to talk about a stat profile you got to love. 4th in approach, 5th around the green, making enough putts. The question is, can Sungjae get the job done tomorrow with all these heavy hitters around him? I'm not sure if there's a guy who generally everyone thinks so highly of as they do with Sungjae, right? They think he's a stud. They think he's amazing. He kind of gets a bit of a pass from all the criticism when it comes to winning. It's been over 2 years now, approaching 3 if my math is correct. October 22. Let's see. 6, 4. Yeah. So 28, 29, 30 months. 30 plus months since he's won on the PGA Tour. That's a long time for a stunner like Sungjae. The guy's a baller. But can he pull it off in a field of this caliber with the players of this caliber? That's what I'm interested. I'm rooting for him. But that's what I'm interested to see. It's been awesome through 3 rounds. I hope he keeps it going. Someone looking also for his 3rd win on the PGA Tour. Oh my God, I'm just weaving. I'm weaving through these, Josh. A little 3-man weave action. Euro step, hey, and 1 at the rim. Akshay Bhatia, 6 under, 64. The lengthy left-hander with all the flow. First team all flow, I would say. I was having this internal discussion today when Cam Young took his hat off on the 18th hole. First team all flow on the PGA Tour. Young on it. He's got waves. Akshay also on it. If you have any nominees you want to put forward, please put them in the chat. Please reach out to me personally. I will take all comments, all concerns. Just present a good case, okay? Akshay Bhatia got off to a dream start. 3 birdies in a row. 1 on 4, 1 on 5, 1 on 6. Turns in 3 under. Adds another on 11. He's kind of battling, spoiler alert, Tom Kim for the lead for most of that front 9, front portion of that round. Hits the worst drive of the day, perhaps of the week, on number 12. Misses it right. Maybe a bad break. It doesn't get down into the bunker. Ball below his feet. Hits a real nice shot. Honestly, just a hair too long. Drops a shot. Bounces back with a, to channel my inner Mark Immelman, a downright sexy hybrid into the par 5. And then the broomstick took over late. Nice putts on 17. Another nice putt on 18. Back-to-back birdies to close, drafting off Scottie Scheffler. Akshay Bhatia looking for his 2nd win of the season, 3rd of his career, in the final threesome with Scheffler and Tom Kim, spoiler alert. And I think the maturation of this guy, we were talking about him earlier today, just turning pro at 17, only 22, like Tom Kim. It's been awesome to see. And the transition to the broomstick has paid unbelievable dividends so far this year. So great stuff from Akshay. The putter's been awesome. The iron play, if you want to look at where things could go a little haywire, I would say look at the iron play. Okay, 35th, middle of the pack in approach play through 3 rounds. Keep an eye on it. When you're watching CBS Sports coverage tomorrow, be like, what is that movie from? Josh, what movie is that from? With the Leo gif? It's not the other guys. It's not oh my goodness. It's with Brad Pitt. It's with Leo. It's the movie. Oh my gosh, this is gonna just absolutely haunt me. No, it's not Oceans. Leo's not in Oceans. Oh my, that's Damon. That's Damon and Clooney. Okay, if anyone knows the movie where the gif of Leo on the couch pointing at the TV, like, oh, that's me, let us know. Yeah, it's something Hollywood. Yeah, I don't. Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Thank you, David Miller. Thank you, guys. Oceans, Josh. I'm gonna send you to the corner with the 59 people who aren't giving Cam Young his roses. Okay, someone who, yes, bad pick. Hashtag bad pick. All right, who Akshay Bhatia was playing with on Saturday and playing with on Sunday again. Shocker. I hope everyone's sitting down at the moment. If you're watching this live, if you're on your morning walk tomorrow, if there are children in your general vicinity, put earmuffs on them, please, because I have something shocking to say. Scottie Scheffler, once again, has a chance to win on the PGA Tour. 4, count them, 4 straight birdies, 5 in his last 6 holes, to push the world number 1 within 1 of Tom Kim heading into the final round in Cromwell, Connecticut. Got off to a nice start, obviously. 3 birdies across his first 9 holes. Misses a chance there on number 6. Like a 5-footer, doesn't get up and down from around the green. It's fine. It's fine. It's Scottie Scheffler. He's just kind of coasting in his lane. He's going to pass it when he needs to. Put on the blinker, obviously. Maybe not, knowing his history. 11, kind of out of the restart. He seemed a little, not like, it was just a little sloppy out of the restart. He made a really nice 8-footer for birdie on number 8, his first stroke out of the restart. But after that, the wedge into 11, really bad. Puts it up there puts it kind of like out of the rough. 5 feet short, misses that one. Somewhat decent stroke. Just doesn't fall. Okay, fine. Don't worry about it. Gets it back on the par 5. We're good. We're good. Tee shot on the 14th went righter than, I could say some names right now, but I'm not going to. This is first cut after dark, technically, Josh. So I could legally. Makes bogey there. His third shot, honestly, after chipping it from the high stuff back into the fairway, kind of got lucky. Went through the tree, 25 feet, doesn't convert. And then something switched in Scottie Scheffler's mind where it was like, oh my God, you know what, Teddy Scott? I'm freaking Scottie Scheffler. And then he just went on the tear. Takes advantage of the short par 4 15th. Makes birdie on the par 3 16th. The shot into 17. Oh my God. He pulled a Bob McIntyre. The drone was bothering him. Wah, wah, wah. The drone was bothering him. Instead of yelling at people, he just goes, hey fellas, let's cool it just for a second. You can get the drone shots later. Composes himself. Blazer, back pin, 17, 4 feet, cash. And then the one on 18, he was just showing off, it felt like, at that point. Middle of the fairway, wedge in hand. I thought it was going to drop. Nearly could have. Tap in birdie. One back into the final grouping with Akshay, Bhatia, and with Tom Kim. Just doesn't even seem at some points that he doesn't have his best stuff. And then you look up and he does this. He was 13 under with 4 holes to play. 13 under with 4 holes to play. 17 under walking off the 18th green. That's why he's the best player in the world across all tours, including Justin Timberlake's. Oh, the kid is on fire tonight. You know who kind of wasn't really on fire today? Sorta at moments. Had his moments. Collin Morikawa. The approach play needed to take a step, and it did. But unfortunately for Collin Morikawa, the putting kind of took a step back. He cards a 4 under 66, which you think on paper, that's fantastic. Only about 1 stroke better than the field average. He hit a lot of really quality shots today with those irons. A lot of really quality shots that I was impressed with. Makes a birdie on 1. Great. Doesn't take advantage of 2, which is a birdie hole for these guys. Hits it close on 3. Misses it from 5 feet. Okay, that's fine. Gets 1 on 6. Rolls in a really nice putt on 9 after Tom Kim, spoiler, rolled 1 in on 8 on top of him after he missed a good chance there as well. And then it was kind of just kind of going through it. Hit a lot of shots to that 20, 25 feet range. Burned some edges. Didn't quite drop. It reminded me of those rounds sort of at the Masters and the PGA where he played great but just couldn't make anything. 15, that's really the game changer for him. He's 3 back entering Sunday. He birdies 15, he's 1 back. He bogeys that hole, hits his tee shot into a bunker, short and right of that front right pin location, hits his second, short, into the fairway, putts his third up 8 feet past. Okay, a little cautious, doesn't want it to come back down. So be it. Misses that. An absolute mess. Hits 1 shot, 270 yards. Hits 4 shots, about 20 yards. Bogey. Comes back, hits an absolute stunner from the fairway bunker on 17 to pretty much tap in distance. I think 3 or 4 feet. Knocks it in. Gives himself a chance. Yes, Calvin, I think it probably helps Colin. He's not in that final group either. He'll be able to apply some pressure. He's going to be with Sungjae. He's going to be with Xander. Those boys, that is a very scary penultimate group to follow behind. You could see them drafting off each other very easily. But today, unfortunately, the putter lost about a stroke. Most of that you could chop up to that one on number 3. But the one on 15 hurt as well. Still with a chance. He's been unbelievable since the Masters. Came into this week with 4 top 4 finishes and 7 individual starts. Just hasn't crossed the finish line. But maybe there's a potential for another 59, which the internet would love. I'm hoping. And I think Colin Morikawa, he could be a candidate for it. He's putted well. He's hit his irons well. He hasn't really done it all together so far. So maybe it comes tomorrow, and maybe he finally gets back into the winner's circle. And little added bonus for you guys. Keegan Bradley, 2023. He won the Zozo Championship, and then he won the Travelers Championship. By my calculations, Colin Morikawa, winner of the Zozo Championship. Maybe there's something there, boys and girls. Maybe there's something there. Last but not least, the man of the hour, the birthday boy, although it is Scottie Scheffler's birthday too. The man who's 22 years old and 1 day. Thomas, the tank engine, Kim, global superstar, pop sensation, 18 under, 1 stroke lead. He led on the lead Thursday night. He led on the lead Friday night. He's leading, or he's sleeping on the lead Saturday night. Second straight 5 under, 65 for Tom Kim. And look, it took him 40 holes to card his first bogey of the week. It was a bad bogey, 10 feet for birdie. 10 feet for birdie, for those of you who did not watch. And Tom Kim just goes, F it. 3 jack. Absolutely brutal. But you know what he does? Bounces back. Birdie on 5, birdie on 6, birdie on 8. Hit some great iron shots into those par 3s. Birdie on 11, another par 3. Birdie's the first 3 of them. Takes advantage of the other par 5 on the back 9. He's just doing what he needs to do. He didn't do anything fancy today. He did not. He played his final 6 holes in 14 under. And you look, you're like, okay, he picked off a couple there on the 2 par 3s on the front 9. But outside that, steady, methodical, patient golf, really high quality stuff. Could have made one on 16, maybe hit a good approach in there. But man, I've been so impressed by this kid so far. The global superstar, Tom Kim. 4th in driving accuracy, 2nd in greens and regulation, 2nd tee to green, 2nd on approach. Lost some to the field putting today. But really, it's the outlier on 4. Outside that, pretty level to the field, a bit positive actually, in fact. 1 stroke lead. Now, I know many of you are probably asking, how does the relationship between Tom Kim, 22-year-old, and Scottie Scheffler, 28-year-old, birthday twins, how will that affect things tomorrow, right? They play practice rounds together. They play in Dallas together. They're good friends. They share birthday celebrations together. Maybe they're looking at each other and Akshay Bhatia, Hezi Hey, left hand. Everyone wins this thing. I'm not sure. All right, Josh, shall we get to the odds? Short show tonight, guys. Sorry, I'm exhausted. Thought I was actually going to have fun tonight. Kidding. This is fun. All right, let's look at the odds board. Scottie Scheffler, breaking news, plus 150. Tom Kim, plus 360. Xander, the Zanman, Schauffele, 500, plus 500. 501 would be awesome. Akshay, 7-1. Sungjae, 12-1. Almost skipped Colin Morikawa. That's not a great omen. Colin Morikawa, 14-1. Tony Finau, 45-1. Justin Thomas, 55-1. Very kind of you, Josh, to include Justin Thomas on this odds board. How much is he paying to sponsor this podcast episode? I kid. I'm gonna go with Tom Kim. Yeah, definitely kiss of death situation, it feels like, but I'm going to go with Tom Kim. I think he's been the best player in this field so far this week. Some of you are probably like, yeah, no duh, Patrick. He's the top of this leaderboard, but it's come so easy to him through 54 holes. He's won 3 golf tournaments, all past 20 under. I think the winning score might be like 24. Maybe you have to touch 25. Is that crazy to suggest? Feels like 6 under is like par for the leaders at this point. So if you say that, Tom Kim gets to 24, which is past Keegan Bradley's scoring record of 23. I kind of like 25. Joseph Bosef, 25 under. Doug Bell was right on CBS. I said 25 under first, by the way, in that segment. So stolen valor, sort of. Okay, say someone gets to 25 under. That forces someone like Colin Morikawa and below to shoot 10 under or better. So it's a 5-man race, 4-man race. Am I counting correctly? I don't have my glasses on. 4-man race, 5-man race. Definitely a 5-man race. So I'm going to take Tom Kim. Am I afraid of Scottie Scheffler? You goddamn right I am. But, oh well. He can't win them all. Can he? Davis Riley, Steven Yeager, Tom Kim. Remember the names, boys and girls. All righty. That is going to do it for your 2024 Round 3 recap of the Travelers Championship. For producer Josh, thank you so much. We're in this together, my man. First cut after dark. I am Patrick McDonald, your faithful leader in this endeavor. This was the First Cut podcast. We will be back tomorrow to break it all down, to break down Tom Kim's win, what went right, what went wrong. But before that, have a beautiful Saturday night. Have a great Sunday morning. Tune into the golf early start tomorrow, boys and girls. Have a good night.